Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Foundry. It is I, Sly, accompanied by John and Kent, and tonight we are reviewing episode 6 of She-Hulk. Just Jen.
Just Jen.
It's just Jen. I'm pretty sure
Just
the title
Jen.
actually just like they even had a custom logo that was just Jen.
Yeah, they've actually, that's like the third time they did that, because I think there was one, I think they did one in a previous episode, and then the one with Tatiana, or whatever her name is, when she was
Titania.
Titania.
Yeah.
Titania, when she took over,
Are
it
all
said
women just the
She-Hulk
same to
by
you?
Titania.
You got
Ridiculous.
Titania, you got Madison with a Y that's in a weird place. You
I
got
liked
Wong.
Madison.
Y
Thank
and
you
two
very
N's
much.
and the Y isn't where you expect it to be. Yeah, Madison's
I
class.
actually love Madison. and
Nah, Madison's
I'm
probably-
sad I wasn't there for those. Two of my. I need a mashup of those two.
Madison's
Yeah.
pretty good, dude. I
Shit.
did
she's
enjoy that.
But
But
well-written character in the show.
we had a wedding episode, and like you guys said, it was pretty filler today on today's episode. I was really fucking disappointed by it. I was like,
Shameless filler.
yeah, it was just people and Jen's life kind of shitting on her and just kind of being dicks to her, and her just kind of taking
Her
it.
friends are shit.
Yeah.
Really shit.
And I'm just like, why is
I
she
guess that's why she
taking
doesn't
this?
talk to him.
Yeah, makes sense.
I like the side plot better, actually. That whole thing was actually kind of funny.
Oh, with Mr. Immortal.
Mr. Immortal, yeah, I thought that was.
Oh,
kinda
I
funny.
forgot. I completely forgot about that.
That's
I was
pretty
thinking about
funny,
it. I was
yeah.
like,
That was actually my favorite part of the episode.
I was seeing a preview and I just saw like a dude jump out of the window. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, what the fuck is going on?
I've done
Like,
that for
oh,
$1
shit.
before.
That's fucking.
You can tell how this episode is gonna go, though. You could tell like the vibe that the bride has based on the thing she sent in the mail. It is so extra with the confetti and whatever, and you're like, okay, well, we know what this is gonna go like. So when she shows up to the wedding as She-Hulk, and the bride is immediately like, can I talk to you? You know exactly that she's gonna be like, I can't have you overshadowing me at my own wedding. Like, you better turn back, you bitch, kind of thing. And then she was like,
But like
okay,
that kind
remember.
of makes sense.
It
No, it
does.
does.
Especially if you stand out as much as she does.
Yeah. It for sure does. But she is not a very supportive friend. And we learn that even
No,
later. She doesn't
not
give a
even
shit
close.
about her career. Because she starts talking about her, oh, yeah, I'm like heading this division and all these
You wanna
other
hear
things.
about
And
that?
she was like,
no, boys.
yeah, what about
And
boys?
then
I'm like,
how about the person she walks down the aisle with? That was the bitchiest move.
Yeah, the dog. She's like,
The
this
dog.
is Jonathan, the
Jonathan?
dog. It was
Ah.
massively cute with a little tongue out of his hanging out of his mouth. It apparently just needed to be resuscitated like 15 minutes before they walked down the aisle. And they asked Jen, they're like, hey, can you actually clean up some of these empties, and can you like iron some of these shirts because the wedding staff is quitting because
that was
the
so stupid.
bride's being so fucking shitty. It was a lot of stuff. I was like, man, like this isn't fucking like.
They're really piling on. Like, at least they're equal. They're piling on with stupid shit men do and stupid shit women do.
Yeah.
They're just like making everyone besides her really shitty.
Yeah.
And like, because it's actually funny because I was actually thinking she probably lucked out with the dog anyways, because if she was paired up with the dude, they probably would have made him really shitty and a douchebag and like self-centered or something.
Yeah.
So the dog's probably better anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say the dog would be my fucking choice too.
Well, she does end up talking to a dude, remember?
True.
That random serial killer vibe guy that comes over and he's like, so how do you converse? Haha, yeah.
Yeah,
Sure
I'm
fries with
totally
me."
not the Zodiac killer and shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I
True.
didn't eat the victims.
no, man, I don't eat victims. What are you talking about?
I
I just had some meat that went bad in my freezer a couple days ago. That's all it is. All right, Jeffrey.
He gave some weird vibes. He gave
He was-
some like,
it was-
okay, this
it was
guy's
a-
like,
Shit, man, I did not like his character being written at all. A lot of the writing, they had so much like extra shit going on. I feel like they shouldn't have been like, hey, we hired all these terrible actors and all these like everything was just like really sloppy and jokey and comical. That was the theme they were going for, and they did it well because I feel like that's what they wanted. But I was just like, it didn't seem very good or productive, I guess. And I was just
yeah,
wanted
and
to
the whole
sit into it
subplot with
personally.
like Titania being there for some reason was a little bit like, I guess she's really, they're trying to build up that rivalry between the two of them, because I think that's in the comics, is they're just constantly rivals.
Yeah.
So they're like trying to really emphasize that, like that she's willing to try to get invited to her friend's wedding so that she can like punch her when she's drunk and intoxicated. Like, okay.
Weird because it's like, hey, there's these two female, like this female superhero villain, and they're going to be nemesis. And what are they going to do? Are they going to go out and fight and be like, and have like some badass fights? Like, no, they're going to go and have a fight in a courtroom, and then they're going to have a scuffle. It's where it ends in one of them falling on an ice cube. I'm like, okay, I definitely respect
And breaking her teeth.
I respect the women like part of the MCU. Like this is what we get. Like feels a little counterproductive in some of the themes that they go for, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Seems like she just would have been a little bit smarter about that fight as well, because like they were already outside and then she punches her inside. There was a whole area behind that you could have just like punched her that way and like kept the destruction to a minimum.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because she has complete control, right?
I don't know what the fuck this episode was. I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, it was a little bit weird.
I was not a fan. And I really liked the show so far leading up to it, but I was just like, I could have just not watched it and I've been okay. I mean, like, towards the end, like, we got a little something. We saw, like, some dudes in a lab developing some kind of needle and serum to probably get her blood or get through her thick skin, you know, because we had a little flashback sequence to her getting mugged many episodes ago that actually hasn't been referenced, like, more than 30 seconds in the past 2 episodes either. So there's that. So we still don't know.
That website, the Intelligentsia thing.
Yes, thank you. I forgot about that.
The second plot with the paralegal where she discovers it. And she's like, you can't tell Jen about this. She's like, no, not at all. And immediately calls her. She's like, yeah, so like people want to kill you, Jen.
Yeah, exactly. There's like some big. It's kind of like reminded the Riddler from the Batman. How like they had that forum in the dark web or something. People that just hate She-Hulk for some reason.
Yeah, I saw that comparison. Someone else made that as well. I was like, that's a good point, actually.
It made me think about what people thought when Bruce Banner was around. Did people always think to themselves, man, I wonder if we can kill that thing?
They must have. I mean, there's no way they didn't, right? Because he caused even more destruction.
He caused destruction. She has not really.
No, not really.
Yeah, relatively, right? I mean, I don't think she's ended up killing anyone.
Exactly.
Bruce,
not even
by far, definitely killed people.
Yeah,
dude, Bruce literally leveled cities.
Yeah,
exactly right.
I wonder if maybe because like if it's different perceived with her because different perception with her because like she's being treated more like a celebrity status and hasn't done anything yet. So maybe people are like, oh, that's what Titania said. Or like she said, you're ungrateful. Like you don't deserve it.
That's interesting. Interesting.
That was the interesting little thing that she said there.
Yeah. I am curious. You mentioned that needle though. I wonder what they did to that. I wonder if they pulled in some like vibranium because that needle is hefty. Or I was also thinking adamantium, but they haven't like reintroduced like that type of stuff into the MCU yet, so I'm not sure that they could do that.
Could we have zombie Andy Serkis in the next episode, maybe? Zombie Claw, maybe.
Zombie Claw.
I know. I love Andy Serkis. I'm so sad that they killed him in Black Panther. I was so sad. I love me. Actor. I know.
He that role so well.
Yeah, that was so good, dude. It was amazing. Yeah. But
speaking of that, that whole Intelligentsia or whatever the hell it was, you were already saying that what's his face that she was talking to at the wedding gave you like bad vibes. I saw some people already having some ideas that maybe he's part of it and that's why he's trying to get close to her in such a weird way. And I was like, that makes sense. Yeah, like get close to her because that's how the episode also ends, spying on those two. So that either means that they were already spying on her somehow, or they are now able to spy on her because he is there. So it's like, damn, okay, that could be it. It'd go right along that theme of like every dude she meets being really shitty.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense that she can't find anyone good and that people take advantage of her and stuff and shit. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense of him being a part of it or him being like just in on the conspiracy.
Right, because he's he's putting it on a little bit too strong. Of like, I think you're amazing already. You don't have to be She-Hulk.
I mean, her smile is pretty fucking good, dude. I gotta say, like, her smile is pretty good. I like Jen Walter's smile. Everything else, though, I not into it. She's got a cool smile, though.
I definitely,
does,
I
yeah.
agree with you there for sure. Yeah, definitely. That is funny though.
Yeah, she was just. I don't like drunk Jen either. It's like so. Hey, I'm drunk, man. It's like alrighty.
Yeah, they gotta stop doing the drunk scenes because it just feels weird.
It
doesn't
does.
feel super believable. So it just takes me out a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. That's how I felt though. She was like, "Oh, I just want to get this wedding over," and I was like, "Yeah, me too." Like, fucking, like you have no idea. It's like you are not the only one, dude. Do us a favor and just go home.
Bring out my blind boy, please, and call it a day.
Yep. They have cucked the fans again. Another episode without Daredevil, which I think they were definitely teasing quite a bit.
Yeah, teasing it hard.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, I wonder if that means Kingpin is somehow related to this whole plot to kill her somehow, because that would give him a reason to be here. If he's also following up on this whole thing going down, like this background network of people trying to do bad shit.
Yeah, but then
And he
when they
found
want to
this.
like include Echo as well, and that's like,
I mean, they don't have to have him in the show, but
Right.
just somehow have it connected to him and his organizations and stuff he does. Then that would give it a decent reason for Daredevil to be following up on it and like trying to investigate this, and would actually make him come out here.
didn't they say something like a bro when they went into the website, Intelligentsia?
Yeah.
That I did remember them saying something. I was like, is that them just making a joke, or I'm like, are they actually reading something like that I'm supposed to like remember from Hawkeye? So maybe you're right about the
Oh
Kingpin
yeah, the
thing.
bro moving company thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Trust the
wasn't
bro.
yeah, wasn't that like the
Tracksuit Mafia.
exactly the tracksuit fucking mafia? Jesus Christ. So maybe Kingpin is involved in a sort. I don't know. Maybe you uncovered something there, Ken.
I feel like that would be the most believable, but it could be some other like Hulk-related villain. I heard that the leader is somehow coming back into the MCU. He's supposed to be in the Captain America New World Order, but it would seem weird to introduce him in this show. But I don't. Maybe.
Yeah, why?
Who knows?
Sly, why do you think Daredevil is halfway across America on the other side of the country?
I've been wondering that same thing. That's why when I first heard it was gonna be a wedding episode, I was like, you know what they're gonna do? The wedding's gonna be in New York conveniently. Something's gonna happen. He's gonna come to the rescue. Perfect. Bing bang boom. It writes.
That would have made too much sense.
Because as it was, the previous episode made no sense because it's like, why is this blind man gonna fly out to where
get a
the
suit.
shit she lives to get
Yeah.
a suit? I mean, everything about it is red flag. It just doesn't add up.
Yeah. How do you feel about the new suit? Like, what happened to the old dude? The old dude that made his suits. I was like,
they wrote
man,
him out. They wrote him out.
why?
I know.
I mean,
like,
this
why
other guy's
Melvin?
supposed. I
Melvin.
get. Like, what the hell? Like, this new guy's supposed to be. I think he has comic origin somehow, but like, my boy, they had a whole
Boy,
story for
Melvin
him.
was cooler. It was more exciting, the story following Melvin.
Yeah,
This guy's
because
just a cool, like, upbeat, like, eccentric guy that makes like superhero shit that like is crazy with good tech and whatever. I'm like, okay, cool.
yeah,
I guess.
good fashion sense, of course,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and respects people's privacy by closing boxes too.
and he's a genius. 'Cause-
Yep.
Was a
It's like
fucking
Edna Mode
genius.
for the MCU. That's the vibe
Yeah.
he gave. I was
Yeah.
like,
That's
dude,
true.
Like, you're a carbon copy of her, just like
From the
6 foot.
Incredibles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I am interested to see Daredevil. I mean, I like fucking Daredevil. See all the jokes. Like, I can't believe like you dorks are watching this entire show for just a slight cameo Daredevil. I'm like, yeah, that's the fucking point. Yeah, you're goddamn fucking right. I've been waiting
They got us.
years for season fucking 4 of Daredevil, and I'm still fucking waiting. And they're not gonna give me a season 4. They're gonna give me a season 1 of some fucking Disney Plus watered down bullshit. You know what? I'm gonna fucking watch it too. I'm gonna fucking watch it too. I'm gonna fucking try to enjoy the shit out of that. All right?
You're not gonna take that away from
Yeah,
me. I'm gonna enjoy
no,
the shit
you're
out
not.
of it.
Yeah, you're not. I'll watch another fucking wedding episode maybe because they'll have Daredevil. I don't give a shit. She can go to 3 more fucking weddings. I don't want her
then
to.
the whole thing will
Go
be
in the
done.
funeral. Come on.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Man, do you think her and Daredevil might bang?
I'd support it.
I think Karen would be very sad. I feel like that's not going to go great with her self-esteem.
Who?
Karen?
Who?
Who?
I'm blind. I can't see.
Oh, babe, I thought it was you. I'm so sorry. Being all 6 foot and shit.
I know you're blind, but I know you can hear that that's not me.
You know, he knows damn well it wasn't her, because if it was her, she'd probably be fucking in tears like she is in every other scene in Daredevil.
That's funny.
Jesus Christ. All right, that was being a little hard on the heroin addict murdering girl, but
Anything else? Should we comment on the side story or just yeah, it was there?
What's that story, dude? Heroin addict murdering is pretty.
No!
That's pretty main.
Mr. Immortal. Was Mr. Immortal? Does he
yeah.
have a comic book origin or anything
Yes,
like that?
He does.
Okay.
He was in a couple of things. I saw that he was in the West Coast Avengers and then the Great Lakes Avengers, which I didn't know existed. I was like, okay, I guess that's a thing.
The Detroit, Michigan fucking
Yeah,
superheroes. That's fucking funny.
Yeah.
Lake Erie, Ogo Bogo. Fuck. All right, that's funny. That's interesting though. Yeah, the paralegal and Mallory, we saw them messing around with each other and stuff. And man, I don't know why, but like in previous episodes, I thought they were way younger.
Yeah, like that one chick is married for like 13 or 14 years or something
Yeah.
and has a kid. I'm like, damn, I thought she was like our age.
Yeah, and like even the paralegal, she does not look great. She looks worse for wear, dude. Like she looks really old too.
The paralegal does not look good.
No, she does not. I don't know why in the first episode I'm like, all right, yeah, we're just smart, beautiful girl, looking young and nice and classy, dressed well, and I'm like, keep seeing more of her, and I'm like, ugh, like heebie-jeebies. Like not for me, mate, not for me. That's not.
Yeah, she definitely seems older than the other person that I can't remember the name of.
I just keep seeing her more and more, and every time I see her on screen, I'm like, she just looks older and older. But like, and she acts really young too, which is weird.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she acts like really young and experienced and stuff. But
And hip.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we didn't get no Pug today.
Yeah, no Pug. Disappointed.
No Pug.
Disappointed.
But maybe next week, maybe we get Pug and Daredevil, the new dynamic duo that everyone's looking for.
Yeah, I knew he was going after some new shoes.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what they look like, so he's got to rely on Pug for it. For style.
Exactly. He's got to get the
Why
style.
not Pug?
Yeah, give me some McDonald's themed Avengers shoes, please.
That's funny.
But yeah, it was just a little subplot of Mr. Immortal being married to like 13, 12 people or something, and then needing to deal with alimony and divorcing all of those people at once, and just
And
a little
has
goofy.
Apple shares from like a year after Apple was formed. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking money, dude. That's got to be pretty good. It's got to be pretty neat.
Yeah. I mean, it was a funny subplot, but nothing to go crazy about for sure.
I agree. Ratings, my boys.
What have I done on previous episodes? I
Right?
definitely think this was
I
a
gotta
step
give it a 6.
down.
So I'm at 6 as well. This was
It
not
was a-
one of my.
it
I'd
was
say
a
it's.
lackluster episode.
I don't think the episode's bad, but it's probably my least favorite.
Yeah, it's definitely the weakest of the shows so far.
I
It
agree.
was the first one that I actually kind of questioned what was going on. I was like, this is like, I know they came out and said like this is gonna be a filler episode pretty much with that fourth wall break, but man, it was just a bummer.
Yeah, it's like, is it worth showing us then if they're not even gonna be proud of it? You know?
There's got to be some part of it that's relevant later.
Yeah,
Like
Josh,
that
I'm sure
dude that
set
she
stuff
met.
up. Yeah,
or
you're right.
Something.
You're
But-
right there.
But I agree though. I think I would actually give this a 6 as well. It was
6 across the
it
board.
existed. It was passable. I enjoyed it enough, but nothing crazy out of this one.
Yeah, I wish they could have shown. Like the best thing we got out of this was the needle. Them showing the needle, which they could have done at the end of the last episode or something. You know,
Yeah.
Yep.
as well.
We still don't have a villain yet.
Nope.
We just have this Intelligentsia kind of like little rumor going around, like, oh, hey, there might be a group of people that want to kill you. It's like, okay, well, who pitched
That
the
may
idea?
want to kill you. Ooh, spooky.
Right. Yeah. It feels like we just need a little bit more of like ooh, this is building up to something. We kind of have some small seeds of what that is, but
Exactly.
not enough to be like, ooh, man, I can't wait to see that next episode to see what happens, because I'm like, I don't know what could happen, and therefore I'm like, okay, I'm indifferent about the next episode still.
Yeah.
So,
But I'm looking forward to it. You know, very positive about She-Hulk. I'm a fan. I like what they're doing, and I hope to see Daredevil, and I hope we get some more stuff out of it too.
I agree.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, but thanks everyone. That's gonna be our review of episode 6 of She-Hulk. I almost said Daredevil. But thanks everyone for tuning in. Appreciate all the support, all the reviews. We still got Miss Marvel going on as well, so make sure to drop some support for all the MCU goodness. Good job for you guys, and we'll see you later on the next review. Some more She-Hulk. But until then, bye you guys.